Hey guys, welcome to the 6th devlog of Dragon Ball Terraria. Today we're gonna start off with the Trait-Selector and then move on to the hairs. As you can see, you can now choose your trait, and you also have the dice button as a random choice. Moving on to the hair, you've seen these ones before, so we'll just go ahead and pick the Goku hair for this devlog, as this devlog is about his trait known as the low-class trait. Hovering over the trait, you can see the following perks. Mastered forms increase in power by an extra 50%, and the second one states that defense increases up to 50% every 10 seconds during a boss fight. I'll go ahead and spawn the Eye of Cthulhu and demonstrate the ability rising. With the Eye of Cthulhu spawned, you can slowly see the defense bonus rising. Remember that it takes 10 seconds to go up, so watch as it rises up to 15% for this demonstration. With that being done, we'll move on to the next topic, which is about explaining how the finalized Kaio-Ken will work. As you can see first of, the numbers have taken quite a hit. The damage increase is now rather low, and so is the speed increase, which is always for all forms half of the power increase. The lower levels of Kaio-Ken also no longer offer any defensive increases. Kaio-Ken has a cooldown that is half of the time you spent using the Kaio-Ken. The reason for the cooldown is the new drain mechanic, which I'll explain in the form menu. As you can see for the Kaio-Ken ×2, it says health drain 1.8 per second. After 170 seconds have passed, the timer is quite generous, and you should be able to use without much harm. This new drain explains the existence of the cooldown timer. After you have reached certain amounts of Ki, you can use the Kaio-Ken stages with no damage. For now, I will walk you through the form menu and show off a few of the new form numbers. As previously mentioned, they have been lowered immensely in order to ensure that the player doesn't destroy all bosses easily, but also to give us some breathing air for more post-Moonlord content and such. Before we continue on to our last topic, it's time for a small break in between, so enjoy the music. Alright, on to the last topic for this devlog. Here we got the new but still heavily work-in-progress skill menu that is replacing the old Spider-Man one. You got a preview of the moves along with categories into which they fit in. But keep in mind this is still work in progress and will look a bit differently when done. And this concludes the 6th devlog. As always, I thank you all very much for watching, and make sure to check those 2 Discords. TBS is a Discord about some cool guys making their own DBZ mod centered around Calamity, and the second Discord is a Azumanga Discord made by a good friend of mine, and until then, see you on the next devlog.